In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness was on the surface of the deep, and God's Spirit was hovering over the surface of the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw the light, and saw that it was good. God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. There was evening and there was morning, the first day. God said, "Let there be an expanse in the middle of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." God made the expanse and divided the waters which were under the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse, and it was so. God called the expanse sky. There was evening and there was morning, the second day. God said, "Let the waters under the sky be gathered together to one place, and let the dry land appear," and it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. God saw that it was good. God said, "Let the earth yield grass, herbs yielding seeds, and fruit trees bearing fruit after their kind with their seeds in it, on the earth," and it was so. The earth yielded grass, herbs yielding seed after their kind, and trees bearing fruit, with their seeds in it, after their kind, and God saw that it was good. There was evening and there was morning, a third day. God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the sky to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs to mark seasons, days, and years, and let them be for lights in the expanse of the sky to give light on the earth," and it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the expanse of the sky to give light to the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. God saw that it was good. There was evening and there was morning, a fourth day. God said, "Let the waters abound with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth in the open expanse of the sky." God created the large sea creatures, and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarmed, after their kind, and every winged bird after its kind. God saw that it was good. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." There was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. God said, "Let the earth produce living creatures after their kind, livestock, creeping things, and animals of the earth after their kind," and it was so. God made the animals of the earth after their kind, and the livestock after their kind, and everything that creeps on the ground after its kind. God saw that it was good. God said, "Let's make man in our image, after our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the sky, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." God created man in his own image. In God's image he created him, male and female he created them. God blessed them. God said to them, "Be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the sky, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." God said, "Behold, I have given you every herb yielding seed, which is on the surface of all the earth, and every tree which bears fruit yielding seed. It will be your food. To every animal of the earth, and to every bird of the sky, and to everything that creeps on the earth, in which there is life, I have given every green herb for food," and it was so. God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. There was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. The heavens, the earth, and all their vast array were finished. On the seventh day God completed his work and rested from all he had done. He blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because he rested from his creation. This is the account of the generations of the heavens and the earth when Yahweh God created them. At that time no plants or herbs of the field had yet grown, because God had not sent rain, and there was no man to till the ground. Instead, a mist rose from the earth, watering its surface. Yahweh God formed man from the dust of the ground, breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Yahweh God planted a garden in Eden east and placed the man there. From the ground he made every tree grow that was pleasing to the eye and good for food, including the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. A river flowed from Eden to water the garden, and divided into 4 rivers: Pishon, which winds through Havilah, with its good gold, bdellium, and onyx; Gihon, flowing through Cush-Hiddekal, running near Assyria and the Euphrates. Yahweh God placed man in the garden to cultivate and keep it, commanding him to eat freely of any tree, except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, warning that eating its fruit would bring death. Yahweh God said, It is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a suitable helper. God formed every animal and bird, bringing them to the man to name. The man named all creatures but found no helper among them. So Yahweh God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep, took one of his ribs, and closed up the flesh. From the rib he made a woman and brought her to the man. The man declared, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She will be called woman, because she was taken out of man." For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother, be united with his wife, and they will become one flesh. The man and his wife were both naked, yet they felt no shame. Now the serpent was more subtle than any animal of the field which Yahweh God had made. He said to the woman, "Has God really said, 'You shall not eat of any tree of the garden'?" The woman replied, "We may eat fruit from the trees of the garden, but not the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden. God has said, 'You shall not eat of it. You shall not touch it, lest you die.'" The serpent responded, "You won't really die, for God knows that when you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." When the woman saw that the tree was good for food, pleasing to the eyes, and desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some fruit and ate it. She gave some to her husband, and he ate it too. Their eyes were opened, and they realized they were naked, so they sewed fig leaves together to make coverings. Hearing Yahweh God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, the man and his wife hid among the trees. Yahweh God called to the man, "Where are you?" The man answered, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat from?" The man replied, "The woman you gave me fruit from the tree, and I ate." Yahweh God asked the woman, "What have you done?" She said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Yahweh God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, you are cursed above all livestock and all animals of the field. You will crawl on your belly and eat dust all your life. I will put hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will bruise his heel." To the woman he said, "I will greatly increase your pain in childbirth. You will bear children in pain. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." To Adam he said, "Because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree I commanded you not to eat from, the ground is cursed because of you. Through hard labor you will eat from it all your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your face you will eat bread until you return to the ground, for you were taken from it. You are dust, and to dust you will return." The man named his wife Eve because she would become the mother of all the living. Yahweh God made garments of animal skins for Adam and Eve and clothed them. Yahweh God said, "Behold, the man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Now lest he reach out his hand, take from the tree of life and eat, and live forever." Yahweh God sent the man out of the Garden of Eden to till the ground from which he was taken. He drove the man out and placed cherubim and a flaming sword flashing in every direction to guard the way to the tree of life.